Hello everybody, my name is Piluso. Welcome to my recording studio and my channel. Today we have guest owner Tomi Quagliardi. How are you, mate?
Fine. Really pleased to be here. It's great to see you again.
It's funny because English is not our natural language and
We are struggling.
it's going to be fun. So leave a comment and laugh with us. So Tomi already has quite a few products on his line. He has preamps, compressors, key lifter that you see right here. There is a booster for podcast microphones and low output microphones in general that makes them sound incredible. He also has DI boxes, reamp, and also a 500 series chassis that you have different sizes. So you have 2, 6, 10. You can.
No, actually we have two slot chassis.
Yeah.
But they differ in their
Design.
In design, yeah, because one is horizontal for 19-inch format, so that you feel that you have a rack of two 500 series modules. And there's a portable version also in 2 slots, but it's like in vertical disposition.
Yeah.
With a fabric pouch that you can take everywhere. So different approach of the same product.
You can get this 500 series pieces of gear and host them in those different sizes that he just mentioned. You don't have to worry about having a big chassis. So he has a new product here. I want you to tell me everything about it from its birth and what it can do.
So this is the 523 ParaShelving EQ. As the name suggests, it's a 2-band fully parametric EQ with switchable bands that can be switched into a shelving band for a coarse control, but much more musical and subtle. The idea behind the design is that we wanted an EQ that sounds good in every situation. Basically, you can't screw it up because since the birth of this equipment, we decided that there's no secret position on the knobs that can screw your audio. The idea is that this tool has to be impeccable at all positions, all situations, all audios, all programs. So that's the idea behind this EQ.
Yeah, so you can't screw your audio up.
Yeah, basically.
So why did you make an EQ?
We actually don't like EQs, or we didn't like EQs before this, because we have a policy, let's say, in our company that we don't clone, we don't do things that are already being done, let's say.
Yeah.
EQs are... Every brand has an EQ.
Yeah, absolutely. And everybody has a Pultec as well.
Yeah, everyone has a Pultec, everyone has a Baxendale. So we wanted to make something new.
Yeah.
And
we support that, right?
So we did a lot of research. We prototyped many ideas until we've reached this design that is a variable state topology.
Yep.
And we did some modifications to that topology so that it can allow this commuting paths, let's say electronic paths, so to allow this high and low shelving on this parametric topology. Basically, when you switch the bands into a shelving, you cancel the resonance part of the resonant part of the circuit, so it becomes more musical.
Yeah, so it doesn't oscillate as well.
Yeah.
Great. You can see right here on the top camera we have the 2 bands. Some of them are the pots are by steps. Detented, right. And the other one is continuous. Would that be the word?
With center detent.
With center detent.
That's a technical description of what we are talking about.
Love it. I'm learning while I'm making a video. So
41 detents on each pot
for the Q and for the frequency.
Yeah. And 1 detent on the center on the cat boost. Actually, we chose just 1 detent. We could have chosen 41 detents also, but the thing about potentiometers with a lot of detents is that the center point isn't always the center point of resistance.
Right.
So by using a center detent potentiometer, we assure that the center is the center of resistance. So the consequence of that is that the 0 cut boost is actually 0 gain, 0.00. Absolute precision.
Fantastic. So if you are wondering why, that is why.
Yeah.
So you have the boost or cut right here in gray or silver. And then you got the Q, that is a bandwidth, and the frequency. And here you can change from bell, shape to shelving, right?
Shelving, yeah.
So tell us a bit, how many dBs does it boost or cut?
The EQ is calibrated, has a factory calibration.
Yep.
That is basically what we feel that's the best calibration possible.
Right.
Why? Because as I told you, we want this EQ to have a great sound on all positions, even when you crank the gain up,
Right.
and you crank the resonance up, and you have something super narrow, super narrow filter, you may distort or you may destroy the audio. Well, the calibration we decided is that on the maximum boost at the narrowest bandwidth, you get 20 dB boost or cut if you cut. And on the wider setting of the bandwidth,
So here, like this side.
yeah, you get only 6 dB of boost or cut. But when you choose the shelving configuration, we calibrated those shelvings to be 10 dB cut boost. But everything I'm telling you, can be modified because it has 3 inputs, and the user manual specifies what do these 3 inputs do. So if you want more precise, let's say you want this
For
EQ,
mastering.
yeah, you want this EQ for mastering, you may want the shelvings to be like plus 3 dB instead of 10. Okay, you can tweak the 3 input and you will get like a more precise control when putting a shelving.
That's great because it makes it really versatile and customizing it to your own needs, basically. So if you're a producer, you can have it even probably more extreme as well.
Yeah, of course.
That's great. And
maybe if you're a sound designer, you want like 40 dB of boost on a super narrow bandwidth. Maybe you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can do that.
Or experiment and have some fun. It already comes calibrated in a really nice sounding setting that you can't go wrong. I was testing it out the other day, and we're going to test it out today, so stay tuned. But I was testing it out like we have the high end here that also goes to low mids, to mids actually, and this one is lows that goes up to also mids. I mean, it's not high mids either.
Actually we decided that the bands should overlap.
Yeah.
So they overlap between 500 and 700 hertz. So actually the high band can go below the low band when doing like an opposite configuration of the frequency, and that's cool because that's kind of where the human voice is positioned in the spectrum. You want to attack some frequency, but then you want to do like a shelving there, so you can do that also.
So these 2 bands, and then we have the blue. What does the blue do?
Well, the blue is the cherry on top of the cake, because we wanted this EQ to be special not only in the curves but also on the coloration. We wanted also to allow people to use this module as something else as an equalizer. So we included the boom feature, which is basically a harmonic distortion generator. It generates mainly second order harmonic distortion, and it's pretty musical. It's also calibrated in a situation that when you feed this EQ with a high gain audio, you can get a lot of distortion, but when you use line level, it's pretty pleasant, pretty usable.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it makes it sound really nice.
And also something that I want to add is that all the settings are calibrated in unity gain.
Right.
So if you put the cat boost controls in 0, 12 o'clock, you will get unity gain when you compare with the true bypass.
Okay.
And if you press the blue, you also will get unity gain because you're only adding the harmonic components of the signal. So and the fundamental is there with no modifications. So it's a tool that is very useful with that in mind, because you can trust the tool.
Yeah,
basically.
Absolutely.
You trust that the tool isn't adding when you don't want to add nothing.
Yeah, that sounds great. So we're going to test it out with different musical programs. Let us know below what you think about it. I'm very excited because I already heard it and it sounds amazing. So I can't wait for you to hear it. Let me know your thoughts below. Don't forget to also check out all of Quagliardi's info. I'll put that in the description. And also like and subscribe, of course. about a sweet love between the moon and the deep blue sea. And then she spread her wings right over me. She said she's gonna come back tomorrow. Angel came down from heaven yesterday. She stayed with me just long enough to rescue me. And she told me a story yesterday about a sweet love between the moon and the deep blue sea. So we've been trying out the demos. We weren't talking on top of the demos because we wanted to make sure the audio was as perfect as possible. So we just done that like 5 minutes ago. What do you think about it?
I'm surprised, although I'm the father of this creation. I'm surprised because I like when somebody else than me uses it and discovers features and uses actually in something personal. We've been listening to your voice.
Yeah.
You recorded your voice and we processed it, and the results were awesome. I enjoyed when you subtracted some low content on your voice.
Yeah.
And that vocal got an extra HD on the quality just by removing some frequencies that were conflicting with the main tone, like the main, how do you say, the pitch.
Yeah, absolutely. And I loved how 20K sounded on the vocal. It gave it this like very silky air, and the blue worked really well as well with the vocal. It kind of compressed it as well. With the drums, we realized that the blue kind of glued everything. A blue glue.
A blue glue. Sincerely, didn't like the blue on the jazz audio, on the jazz music.
On the mix bus.
On the mix bus. But yeah, it makes sense because that recording was
already quite analog and with real instruments, and it already had saturation, so it didn't...
Yeah, it was something more organic, but on the rest of the sources, your vocals, the drum bass, and the bass, the blue actually did something good, did something that enhanced the quality.
When we tried it with drums, on the kick drum, it was gorgeous. Like being able to just have the bell, the key on the bell, like really narrow, and just boosting a little bit on the low end. It helped the kick drum have more weight. I loved how the top end didn't sound harsh at all. And also when I took out a bit of 700, how it opened up the drum kit as well. It was really nice. And I really liked the blue. Something I want to emphasize is that you can use this EQ in a really clean manner and have it like really open, because when you don't have the blue, it sounds really open. And whenever you need more character and things to glue a little bit more, adding the blue, it's like having two different EQs in one. Let me know below if there's anything you would have liked me to try, and I'll make sure I do it in another video. Let me know below also what you thought about it, what you thought about the different instruments, and any kind of thoughts, positive or negatives. We're going to be reading everything, of course, with goodwill. Be nice, but
we appreciate every feedback when it's not full of insults.
Nah, of course, this community is quite nice. So, hope you liked the video. And let me know what other videos you would like me to make in this channel, on this channel. I'll leave you on the screen the videos we made for the chassis for 500 series, and also the fantastic compressor that this chap made. Thank you for watching.
Love you guys.
Bye bye.